Hello people, I'm Vito and welcome back to Path of Radiance with Robberlink.
Greetings.
Alright, so where we last left off, Boyd got classed up. He went from, what was it?
Fighter, I believe.
Yeah.
To warrior.
And now he can use bows, but not that bow. Alright, so I think I probably want to just wait another turn and then maybe have Soren get the kill. So, might as well just move people up, because why not? Because as long as Gashilama is not going to move, then this is fine. Alright, there we go. And then you can wait there. Oh. Wait. He actually moved.
To run away.
What is this nonsense?
That just gives you more XP
I guess
to
that
hit with.
that is true, although...
You can shove him.
Yeah.
With Mia. I think.
Might still need to weaken him, though. Alright.
And that'll give other people even more experience.
Yeah, I guess. If you hit. Here, go here because that's further out of the way. Okay, good. I was worried you wouldn't. Hit and whatnot. Alright, shove him. Is that already enough? Yes, but I could probably try and get someone else some experience.
Oh, and don't forget to see if there's anyone that missed and Reese can heal.
Oh, you could use a little bit. There we go. Thank you for reminding me.
Yes. Need every opportunity. Any turn where Reese can't heal someone is a tragedy.
Alright, so Rolf can use just a tiny bit. Alright, there we go. Yay, glitter!
Ah, how am I supposed to aim now?
That's the neat part, you don't. I guess I could have someone rescue you if I need. Although, here, let's see how you can do. Not great chances, but we'll go for it.
If you miss, you got 1 XP and you don't even... And I'm pretty sure somehow that doesn't spend any javelin points.
I can just go fetch it from wherever I threw it. You have a short spear. About the same chances. There we go. I knew I could get some extra experience off of you.
Yes.
Alright. Now Soren. Finish him. With 100% accuracy. And adept? No.
Okay, I was actually expecting it. How did this happen? I've lost everything.
There we go. Plenty of experience.
Yes.
Better at what you do, but nothing else. Our duty is done. Let's grab the cargo and get out of here. The Grail mercenaries have returned.
With blood on our hands.
Well done. The news of your victory is welcome, as is the cargo you seized. Now, about your payment.
Wait, this mysterious cargo was a bunch of really heavy crates. Would you tell me what they contained?
That...
Your job was to deliver the cargo. You've no need to investigate further. But... Princess Alencia has returned to her quarters. You would do well to inform her of your safe return.
It appears that the Apostle will handle your payment on the morrow. Perhaps you can speak with her then. I beg your leave. I must be going.
Very well. Oh, cutscene.
Is that Mordecai and Leith? Is this Gallia?
I'm not sure. Well, there's Kurthnaga.
Huh.
I like how the sandals come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
King Cainigus.
Bard, Carlet.
It's a big old family reunion, ain't it?
Oh, yes.
So, Tibarn, Nasala, Cainigus, Kurthnaga, assumably Kurthnaga's daddy.
The Dragon King.
So, what's this big meeting all about? Thank you all for coming, my fellow Laguz kings. It's been decades since all of us were gathered in one place. I would extend my gratitude to King Daein of Goldoa, who arranged this meeting place at short notice.
It was nothing, King Cainigus.
Fellow kings and countrymen, attend to my words. As you no doubt have heard, Daein has invaded Crimea and overrun her. Of course, Crimea is a Bjork nation. However, since the time of her founding, she has made every effort to engage the Laguz with honor and dignity. Never has this been more true than during the 30-year reign of good King Raymond. During this era, Gallia and Crimea initiated many ambitious cultural projects in an attempt to bring our divided people closer. Yet one man has always reviled our work, the Daein King Ashnard. Why he took this recent course, however, I know not. Ashnard's actions are monstrous. His army has put much of Crimea to the sword. Her people live in terror. Her king lies dead. And now, the Daein forces continue their ruinous march and cross the border into Laguz territory, into Gallia.
Oh no. That trespass, O King of Lions, is because your country chooses to harbor King Crimea's orphan, is it not?
Yes, that is the justification they would present.
But the Princess of Crimea is no longer in Gallia, is she?
Your spies are as efficient as ever, King Tibarn of Phoenicis. As you say, the princess has already departed for Benyon.
I know this only because she came to the aid of a ship, carrying Benyon's apostle.
Ah, so Princess Elincia is safe and in contact with the Benyon Empire. That news gladdens my very heart, my heavy heart. My very heavy heart. There we go.
I do not believe that Daein yet has this information. If word got out that the Princess of Crimea has been granted sanctuary in Benyon, Daein might halt its invasion of Gallia.
Your information is dated, Hawk King. Have your legendary eyes and ears abandoned you after all these years?
You have something you wish to say?
Would you be so kind as to explain yourself, King Kilvis? Princess Elincia barely escaped Crimea with her life and then fled to Gallia. And yet a certain king of beasts there, one on whom she had pinned all hope, chose not to support her. With nowhere else to run, the princess and her retinue?
Retinue, yeah.
I don't know if I
Her
know.
company, her group, basically.
Huh. I'm surprised I don't know that word. The princess and her retinue spent 2 long months at sea, arriving in Benyon mere days ago. Daein knows of these events as well, and the king has dispatched a team of hunters to make a corpse of the girl. And that, dear kings, is the latest news, at least to the best of my poor knowledge. Daein knows the princess is in Benyon. King Kilvas, how did you come to possess this information? Why, there's no trick to it. I just perk up my ears and point them in the right direction.
You expect us to believe that a stray wind carried it to your ears? This is an odd tale, Naysala.
Do you think so? Well, there is one trick to information gathering that I know. Shall I share it with you?
If it involves dealing with human scum, I'll pass. Foregoing my Laguz pride is not something I'm willing to do.
Ha! Is that not always the way of Phoenicis, to cling to those last tattered remnants of pride? Instead of proclaiming that you will attack none but Benyon ships, just admit that you don't have the power to do more.
Dang. What did you say? Both of you will desist at once. King Naysala of Kilvas, your actions of late can indeed be judged as too extreme.
Black Dragon King of Galdoa, what do you pretend to know of my actions? Please, enlighten me.
I would remind you of the Bjork ship you attacked in Phoenician waters and left stranded in Goldoan territory.
Oh, that.
Naysala, you lying crow. You've been sneaking about in my territory again, haven't you? I heard it from my own son, Kurthnaga, that a Bjork resembling Princess Crimea was on board that ship.
It is true.
What? King Kilvas, you... Don't act surprised. I have no intention of ruling some tiny island nation forever. I will make Kilvas a name to remember. To that end, no amount of gold is enough. Laguz or Bjork, I care not. If the pay is right, there's nothing I won't do.
I care not about the reach of your ambition, but you should choose your methods with more care. What good will it do you to expand your domain, only to find enemies at your every border?
I will take your words to heart for the time being.
And you too, King Phoenicius. What good will your piracy do you if it earns the wrath of Benyon? Continue at this pace, and there's no telling when the hostilities will end. Until the people of Benyon apologize for the slaughter of our brother Herons, I will do no such thing. Prince Racin of Serenes, are you of the same mind?
Those humans burned Serenis Forest and killed my people. No amount of human blood can slake my thirst for vengeance. For my siblings, for my countrymen, I demand justice. I cannot even return my bedridden father to the forest home. I am no soldier. I know nothing of war, so King Phoenicis acts in my stead. I am most grateful to him, and I would not see him stop until Benyon has paid.
Blood leads only to blood, and violence begets violence, nothing more. Revenge is simply another name for murder. And you, King of Lions, what will you do about your home of Gallia? Now that you know Daein's feint towards Gallia is merely another move in his game of war, how will you act?
They've made no formal declaration of war. Until they do, we watch and wait.
If it's the first step towards eradicating all human scum, Phoenicis will help you destroy Daein.
No, unless this becomes a true war among all nations, I want you to stay your hand. As long as Gallia is protected by the Sea of Trees, we can stave off Daein's attacks. Well, better get axe chopping down those trees. Ah, the luxury of a large nation. You would waste a chance to expand your territory just to maintain the status quo. Sad.
I agree with King Gallia. If we were to form a Laguz alliance against Daein, we would drive Benyon to Daein's side and lose a valuable ally. The flames of war cannot be fanned haphazardly. Above all, we must think of Leiron's medallion. Its location is unknown, but it still exists. We know this, and as long as it does, we cannot allow any war that could stand to engulf all our nations. Do you understand, Laguz kings? I beg of you, do not forget it.
So is that the same medallion that Ashnard was after?
Perhaps.
All right.
Things are getting juicy. And it's only Chapter 15.
Chapter 15. The Feral Frontier.
Thank you. Totally not
I don't even...
unrealistic AI voice. Synthetic voice. Oh my. If it isn't young Prince Serenes. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Nelucci, you're looking well.
And feeling well too, thank you very much. This old crow's as spry as ever. Tell me though, how fair is your father, King Lorazea? King Lorazea.
The same as ever. Since that horrible day, he remains abed. He seldom rises anymore.
I'm not surprised. Probably those old knees of his. In the span of a few days, he lost his family, his friends, and almost all of his countrymen.
Yes.
And yet, we're blessed that you are still with us. Prince Rayson, if there's anything this doddering old bird can do for you, please do not hesitate to ask.
Thank you. I appreciate your kind sentiment. Sorry to have kept you waiting, Rayson. Nelucci, you can talk ancient history later. Leave us at once.
Yes, of course. I'm sure you've much to talk about, much to say. I'll just take my leave of you. Please, Prince Rayson, make yourself at home.
Old Nelucci's always been fond of House Serenus. When he heard the White Prince himself was gracing us with a visit, he could barely contain his joy. So, Prince, what's this all about? We haven't seen your face around here in a long time, and I'm naturally quite curious as to your intentions. Your attitude during the Galdoa meeting piqued my interest. What is it you're after, Nasala? Why do you provoke Tibarn? You came all this way for that? Are you serious? Do not mock me, Crow King. Tibarn is my father's guardian. If not for him, we might have suffered the end of House Serenus itself. I will not brook any insults to him. Oh, I see. So rather than ally yourself with me, your trusted companion of old, you would side with his new protector, this new protector. That's an unfortunate shift in attitude. I trust you remember that when you and your sister were young, it was I and not Tibarn who watched over you. Any change in my bearing can be laid at your roost, Nasala. After all, you, my old friend, are the one who continues to engage in commerce with my enemy, with humans.
It's just business.
If you were to change your ways, I'm sure we could rebuild the relationship the two of us once shared. Oh no, I could never... Oh no, that I could never do. You see, humans are essential to the fulfillment of my ambitions. You've changed, Nasala. If this is the path you've chosen, I've nothing left to say. I doubt you could ever understand what it means to guard Kilvis, Prince, to protect an entire country.
King Nasala, Duke Tanis of the Benyon Imperial Senate has arrived.
Bring him in. Your Majesty, just now, I brushed against the most splendid specimen. Or was that a Serenus noble? They're supposed to be extinct. And what if it were? Oh, I was right. Wonderful. My eyes did not deceive me. Those dazzling white wings, and that shimmering hair sparkling like falling gold dust. That is the crystallization of beauty in its purest form. Duke Oliver, can we please discuss the business at hand? Per your request, we have appropriated several pieces of art from the ships of Duke Gados. Yes, and you will be compensated as promised. But right now there is something else that I simply must have. Really? Another request? What can we purloin for you today? More art, perhaps? Oh-ho! Something much more stunning! And if you agree to my proposition, I will double your normal fee. That is a most generous offer. Tell me, what is it you desire? Desire? But surely you've already guessed.
Honestly, this whole time I've been busy thinking about how Mordecai and Leif were at that meeting. But they could have also been the mission we just did.
Are you sure it was them, though?
An orange cat and a great big bluish tiger? I don't know. Maybe not, but still.
Meeting with the Apostle was fine, but all she did was pay us and give us another job. She answered no questions. I wonder what she's planning. That cargo. I can't help but believe that there were living creatures inside, but... What do you suppose the Apostle intends to do with them? I don't know, Titania. Are all nobles and royals like this? They have plans and paperwork for every little thing, and their speech is as confusing as it is tedious.
But Ike, the other nobles we know are different. There's Princess Alencia and King Gallia and the Dragon Prince too, which is a good show on Netflix.
Well, the latter of those two don't have papers to do paperwork with, I'm pretty sure. Or at least probably not.
True.
I don't know, maybe.
All of them have been so nice and friendly and easy to talk to.
Perhaps the rudeness of the upper echelon is unique to the Bjork class system. Princess Alencia was raised in special circumstances. Maybe that's why she's so different. Bah. I could never get accustomed to the culture of Bjork nobles.
Ike, I'm here to report the results from the last battle.
I have terrible news. We gained Makalov. MVP Boyd.
On the bright side, a big shiny light engulfed Boyd. I thought he was gone, but unfortunately, he just came back with even bigger muscles and a bigger ego to boot. We suffered no casualties, and no one was seriously injured. Everyone was at their best. That concludes my report. Excuse me.
Alrighty. Let me save.
And save again.
Because I do that. And if anyone's wondering, the reason I keep Chapter 8 saved is because that's where you get a lot of the stuff, like this entire screen. That's like the first time you get it.
Ah.
Because it's where Ike takes control.
Okay.
Still can't talk to people again. I'm not sure if I'd really want, like, what I'd want for the others. I'm only really certain about Ike, Titania, Soren, and Boyd. Yeah. Alright, info. Servant.
You are from the northwest nation of Crimea, are you not? You have my condolences for the terrible misfortune that has befallen your country and people.
I have a guess as to where this is going.
Yet you remain blessed. Fate has brought you here to the Grand Temple Maynal, to the splendor of Benyon, grandest of all the nations of Teleus. By the way, I hear you are traveling north to the Grand Desert. There are ancient ruins there, you know. They are the remnants of a race known as the Zunanma, who come from a civilization that predates our own. I'm sure you will enjoy the sensation of being immersed in such primordial surroundings.
Yeah, it'll be a real picnic.
Oh yes, picnics are indeed nice. Oh, but a word of caution. Studying the ruins from afar is one thing, but you would be well advised to keep your distance, for safety's sake. It is said that there's a bandit stronghold near the northwest ruins, and we hear occasional reports of strange figures wandering the dunes in the northeast. Be careful.
Alright, I thought he was gonna go off in a tangent like, it must have been so terrible that you had to go to Gallia and all those subhumans. But he didn't go there.
Also, I thought it was a one-star conversation.
No.
Also, that was very big words he used for being a servant.
Yeah, he seemed like a sophisticated servant.
Yes.
How are your preparations progressing?
They're underway. We leave within an hour.
Your next mission takes you to the Grand Desert. You must choose your companions with care.
Desert is just a large patch of sandy soil, is it not?
Haha, with one major difference. Unlike sandy soil, you'll not find solid earth near the surface. You could dig and find only more sand. Those on foot and horseback may find it difficult to move around.
I see. I'm sure that Soren knows much more about these things, but...
Has something befallen Master Soren?
I don't know if he's feeling ill or just moping around. It all started when we arrived in Benyon.
Oh.
Be that as it may, it won't hurt for me to have this information. Can you tell me more?
Of course. There is little water in the desert, and the soil is very dry. Few trees or grasses grow there, which means there are no groves or anything else which would provide cover. And, as I mentioned before, those on foot or horseback will find the sand slows their pace considerably. The exceptions are magic users, staff wielders, and thieves. Such people will not be affected to so large a degree.
Thieves are agile, so I understand why they would be unaffected. But those skills in the magical arts? That doesn't make sense.
I once heard an explanation from a magic user that I know. He claimed that the spirits he employed flew before him and cleared the sand from his path. However, considering this source, I'm not sure how much of that is truth.
Who was the source?
Prime Minister Sephiran.
Would he play a joke like that?
Haha. Well, the Prime Minister is a very amusing man. But please, allow me to continue my explanation. What else? Others who are unaffected by sand are Pegasus Knights, Wyvern Riders, and other flying units. And Laguz too. Terrain features don't seem to affect them much in either form, although they will be slowed some.
You said Laguz, didn't you? Almost everyone here says subhuman.
Well, of course. Bjork and Laguz are both living things. Every precious life was created to be equal by the blessed goddess. The fact that there are still those who persecute Laguz in the land of the goddess, it is deplorable.
Are you of a noble house?
Yes, I am. One must be of noble birth to serve the goddess.
But I thought that all the nobles were half-crazed fools who can't speak the truth. You seem quite honest.
I'll take that as a compliment. Oh, and one last thing.
If you say that in the presence of the other nobles, you will be killed. What is it?
The desert contains the remnants of more than one lost civilization. Rumor has it that treasures from those times still lie undiscovered beneath the shifting sands. Those with good luck may come across such treasures during battle.
Is it really good luck if you like trip over a chest and fall on your face and then enemy just stabs you?
I was going to say, it depends on what's in the treasure, but then if they stab you, then no. All right, Makalov, what is it?
Hoo-wee. The Grand Temple. Luxury and gorgeousness as far as the eye can see. If a scoundrel like myself can find employment in a place like this, I guess my luck hasn't abandoned me after all. But for all the glitter and gold, there's an equal amount of dangerous work. That I could do without. Maybe I can use my prone to illness ploy. Yes, I think I can arrange to work for about 1 of every 5 jobs or so. And now that I have a fixed income, it's time to visit the local inns and see what games of chance are about.
Evening.
Did you happen to hear any of that?
You were talking out loud. Loudly.
I wasn't being serious. I am an extremely diligent man, yes I am.
Those peddlers you were with, you were in debt to them, right?
Huh? How do you know that?
When we took you out... When we took out that group, your debt vanished.
Yes, you're right. That was a tremendous help. Thanks much.
Come now, you can't believe that the world is as forgiving as that. Or that we are so foolish.
What?
Debts are debts, and you have many. Those peddlers weren't the only people who were owed coin by you, right? We can't have debt collectors hounding the company day in and day out. My staff officer repaid the rest of the money you owe.
That's very kind of you.
It was from the company coffers. You, my friend, are now in our debt. You fight to repay the Grail mercenaries. Payment will be deducted from your wages for quite some time. It seems you're working for free, friend.
Oh, no.
Until your debts are completely repaid, don't even think about leaving the company or getting sick. Right then, I trust you'll do your best.
What a mess. Aw. Nuts.
All right.
Well, he's never paying his way out of debt now. We're never going to use him.
Never getting paid. You're just tagging along. All right, so I think we'll end the episode here, and we'll continue next time.
Goodbye for now.
Goodbye.